Okay, well let's talk about this camp. How did this camp go for you?
Last one, I went quick, man. It's 5 years, goes faster than you think it will when you're a freshman. So it's a good camp, but it went quick, you know.
What do you take away from your years here as far as now it's probably hitting you a little bit harder knowing that, like you said, this is it. This is the last go around. You just came back from higher ground your last time out there. Is it starting to sink in that this is every day is one day closer to the end?
Yeah, a little bit, but as a Cincinnati guy, it's a little different. I think I've been around Nippert since I was a kid. I can't see myself going too far from Cincinnati, so I think I'll be here as an alumni, going on a long time. So it's just going to enjoy every game I get in here, but know that when I'm done, I'll probably be in here in the stands just watching my friends still out here. So.
Let's talk about your journey, because it's not the usual journey people think about as far as getting into Division I college football. So, as you said, a local guy right here in Cincinnati, and talk about that journey. And right now you're running in camp with the ones, and talk about that journey.
Well, I didn't have a lot of opportunities out of high school, but I got the option to walk on here, so I took that. Worked hard 3.5 years. When Coach Fickle got here in the spring, they took me and a couple other guys in and said, we want to put you guys on. Nothing's guaranteed for the rest, but we think you guys have, you've worked hard, you've earned it, and if you keep working hard, there's a possibility you can earn it for the next year. So, I kept grinding, and eventually I got on. Still on. So, got a couple games in last year due to some injuries and stuff like that. So, just trying to use that experience kind of going into this year and hope I can finish it strong too.
What was it like for you to get that call to come in, sit down, and they tell you, hey, we believe in you, we want to invest in you, because that's basically what they did.
It means a lot, especially from a new head coach, bringing in a lot. He brought in a couple guys, not at the same time, but to get that call, it really means a lot. That he hadn't been here a whole long time, and he's telling you, he trusts you, stuff like that, and that, if you really earn it, you're gonna have a spot. So I think it means a lot. It really helps me, believe in him a lot more, I think.
It's one thing to have changes as head coaches, but you've had to go through more of the guy you spend with positional coaches, multiple O-line coaches, and now with Coach Crook. Talk about the change from, Coach Crook and what it's meant for you as a player.
Yeah, it's a pretty big change from last year, I think. I think it's going well, though. It'll be a lot more physical up front, I think. I got no complaints. I think he's a great dude, a great coach, and I think, up front we're gonna kick some asses here. So.
When you look around, you talk about the guys beside you at that O-line spots, and what type of leadership and qualities you want to bring to the field this fall, and also the friendships that you guys build, because I know O-linemen stay together pretty quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of really close guys up front. Me, Dave Niehaus, Steur Campbell, we all walked on to here together, and now we're all here on scholarship together, just looking to get our fifth year in, hopefully start together, get some reps together. So, I think we already had a pretty good bond, and then, like you said, O-line's close, man. If you're not five working as one, it's not going to work at all. So I think, it's a really special bond that the O-line builds, and I think we're really tight-knit up front, not just five, I think 10, 11 deep, we're real tight up front, so I think that'll help us a lot this year.
You mentioned a couple other guys there, all local guys.
Yep.
And you guys have to have some war stories that you're going to be telling each other for the next, 25, 30, 40 years about your time here and the fact that nothing was handed to you.
Yeah, I think, you take a lot less for granted, when you had to work like we did, when we had to earn a scholarship. You didn't go out of high school, and you just grinded until eventually, you got one. And I think that means every game means a lot more to people like that. I think, not to say that it doesn't mean a lot to everyone else, but I think, it kind of gives people a different perspective on it.
O-linemen are always talked about, unseen, unheard is a good thing for an O-lineman. But not only protecting the quarterback, you like to open holes for running backs. You have to be excited with what you're seeing in camp from the running back's position. Multiple guys that can get the job done.
Yeah, a lot of guys with a lot of speed, power, versatility at back. So I'm really excited to see what they can do this year. I think, we're going to get them some good holes. And I think even if, sometimes we don't get them one, they're still going to make something happen. We've seen it all camp. They just make plays.